All right, here we are today. So I want to make my cover panels and get this closed up, or at least well into it today. And also I want to move the seat. So I know you're saying, what the heck? I thought it was awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. However, when I sit on it, you know, it's kind of, my knees bunched up, they're up off the rest, high off there. And it's kind of hard to pull your toe up to get up over the gas. You know, it's not natural movement. So what I want to do is I want to get it leaned back a little further and probably just back a little further. So that way it's like the extension of, it's like pushing these out. I wanted it further forward to that axle for weight reasons, but I'm going to have to move it just a little bit. And hopefully then it'll be spot on. So what I want to do is I want to raise it up and I want to lean it back and then possibly move it back a little too. Kind of sucks because I put all these mounts in here and stuff, but yeah, it's got to happen. Alright, so those are the seat mounts. So if I wish to relocate them, I'm gonna have to cut them all off. It's a shame. Such a beautiful job welding. And then extend them up. Here and here I cut too deep, so I'll have to weld those before I put my new mounts on. We need to find out what I'm gonna use to extend these out and make some extensions. And I don't have a whole lot of thick steel left, honestly. Let's see what I got in here. Is this gonna be, these might actually be a good length. So I got 2 of these so I could make some nice hitches for this thing, and I think I'm gonna sacrifice a little bit of it. So I know I don't want to go more than, like, let's say 2 inches up on either one of them, more than that. So let's cut it, we'll go for there for overall, and now let me cut a center line. Let me mark a center line on here. So let's see here. So this is a 2-inch pitch shank, meant to go onto like a tool or something for my 3-point. That's what I got it for anyway. But I got the long one because it was cheap enough, and I figure I could cut it and make a couple. All right, let's start pairing these up, so that way I can just go to town cutting like a madman. As you can tell, it's ready to weld. All right, now these are cooled. Let's bolt them to the bottom of the seat so we can get them trimmed and fit to the frame. So obviously flat, right? But let's say I want to kick it back a few degrees. Obviously, if I want to keep any legs and lift it, that's about what it's got to be. So that's what we're gonna do. That should kick it back a little bit more. Boom, so that's where I want to cut. So this is gonna need to fit on a tube, right? And I believe by the previous one, it should be right on the outside edge, or right on the center edge. All right, let's see how it fits and how much more trimming we need to do. None. Now, as you can see, it's about an inch back. Oh, as you can see, it's about an inch back from where it was. Let's see how it fits, how it feels. Ooh, that feels much better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, much better. This one won't be able to go very far. All right, so I got one fender off, so I can weld the other one. I got all the screws out, but obviously unless I take this off, it's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna try and make do with what I got, and if I need to, then I'll pull this off, but we'll see. So now I'm gonna weld it on. All right, so I got these mounts all welded on all the way. Let's get these fenders back on and then see if the seat fits. All right, now let's see if the seat fits. Oh boy. All right, so the seat fits, so that's cool. Now let's see if it's comfy. Oh, well, it's definitely more comfortable to just sit on. Oh, leaning back a little bit, yeah. Oh yeah, much better. Oh yeah. Much better. It supports my legs, not just sitting on my butt. Much better, that's perfect. Steering wheel's a little far out. If I need, I can always make an adapter to bring it up, and I might just for the heck of it. I might not though also, so keep that in mind. All right, so I bought some sheet steel for these panels. Let's see, which one was this? I think this one was for there, I believe. Yeah, it certainly wasn't for that one. So this one's gonna be later. Oh, which means I bought this one for here. Now obviously it's bigger than I need, right? So first things first, I want a lip on the front of it. And this is too thick for me to bend here because I have no bending tools whatsoever. It's a crying shame. So I'm probably gonna have to cut this apart and then weld it back together how I need it. All right, so let's find out the width that I want. Let's shoot for the top center of those. So 13. And then 15. So let's say 17 so I can trim it. All right, now I want the front, let's say what, inch? I want this to bend up. It's gonna be darn near impossible, so I'm gonna score it and then weld it. Let's see, maybe I'll just do the next couple while I'm at it. Let's go 4 3/8. So now quite obviously that chain is going to need a special cover. So now that I have this and it looks a little even, let's clearance that. Let's get these welded, let's clearance it, and then we'll go from there. All right, so here we go, welded up. Nice. Nice. So let's assume I want to go up 2. I don't want it to be straight and sharp, that'll be boring. I want to go a little bit of a angle. So let's say, what, 2.5 on each side? What's the half? This is 3.5 in the middle. So if I go up, let's see, 2.5 on each side. Cool. All right, so there's those. How long does it need to be? Let's see. We're gonna need it at least 4.5, but then if we go up 2 inches, we'll need probably like, let's go 6, and then I can trim it to fit. So no scoring required, but like I said, I want to not be perfectly straight. So let's see, will that give us, that'll give us 2 inches of clearance still, so good there. Ah. Ooh. Oh. Straight up to that corner will be perfect. Radius sub out from my welds, and we'll be golden. And that'll do. So now let's make sure we center it on my marks. So it's where it needs to be, right there. And now I need to weld it. So now while it's here, before it shrinks and warps up, I want to cut it out. It's all welded up and it's nice and hot. Ugh. Well, that'll do. All right, now that we've got that, it should be able to go in and clear the chain. Oh yeah, chain's got plenty of room, huh? Yep. How is everything straight and level if the frame is that crooked? You would never know. You'll know, and you never will, all right? All right, now I just need to trim that back edge a little bit. All right, now let's see if it fits. Yes, it fits. All right, that being said, I need to weld again. Let's weld this bend. Now I'll need some mount tabs on the frame to mount this, because you saw I split the tube. Can't go into the tube. The tube was too thin for what I want to do anyway. So now I'm just going to use this scrap. All right, now let's drill them and tap them. So like I said, they're gonna be for M6. So I'll need my 5mm bits. Where are they? Right here. And of course, I'm gonna pilot them like usual with a 1/8. So also now these don't need to be this long. Now I gotta cut these down. Cool. There's only a couple threads on those. So obviously I'm not gonna be like tightening them down to the moon or nothing, but that's that. All right, so now I'm gonna pilot 6 holes on here where I want to put these screws. So let's say quarter-inch. So before I can actually put it together, I've got to have these screwed on to the panel so I know where they're going to go, and then I can go weld them onto the part. So first things first, let's get these. All right, now you have that where we want it. Now I need to weld things. All right, well I got those mount tabs welded on. Let's see if this works according to plan. And no extra. Well, seems to work, huh? They almost rattle themselves in, but they stay tight. So not completely stripped. There we go. So I'll have to order some more so I can run them in. Or just put more of those. I don't know which. I have a bunch of those. I'm probably just gonna go with those then. But not today, not today. For today, that is all. So I lifted the seat, I kicked it back, and then I leaned it back. I also made this first safety cover. I still need to make the one that's going to cover this, but first I'll need to make this piece, finish up the bottom edge of that dash, and then I can make that cover. After that, then I can move into my battery tray and stuff with my leftovers. But look at that. It's pretty solid too. So I'm happy about that. Oh yeah, the seat's so much more comfortable. Hitting the pedals so much more comfortable. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Steering wheel is way out here. I'm gonna have to move it up some, so I'll need to make a little spacer for it. No big deal, I'll be able to do that. But not today. Today, I am done. So, that is all for today. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Da-da-da-dong. See you next time. Buff it up, 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 buff it up,